With the increasing fuel prices and the increasing amount of cars being launched into the Indian market day by day, the demand for more fuel efficient and small cars is increasing by the minute. It is this very reason that many manufacturers are focusing on launching smaller cars. One such manufacturer called Maruti Suzuki has always tried to impress Indian customers and is one manufacturer that Indian customers will always be indebted to, thanks to their fuel efficient, small, reliable, and also thanks to their wide service network across India. Recently, Maruti Suzuki has launched a new car into the segment. It's been about a year since this car has been launched, and today we have the opportunity to review it. Now guys, right behind me is the Maruti Celerio. Last year it was launched in the petrol version, which came with the manual and the automatic transmission. This year the Maruti Celerio has been launched in the diesel version as well, which is a 2-cylinder engine. However, we have the petrol motor over here and we are going to test this out, and we are going to let you know, is this car really worth your money or not. Now this is slightly different from the Alto K10 and is slightly larger in size compared to the Alto. Hello guys, welcome to Technology, and my name is Salman, and today we are going to be reviewing the Maruti Celerio. Now I would like to just give you a brief background about the Maruti Celerio and its variants. Now the Maruti Celerio comes in 3 variants in petrol. Now you have 3 variants, that's the LXI, VXI and ZXI. You also have 2 transmission options over here. You have the manual and you have the automated manual transmission in the petrol version. In diesel, however, you only have manual transmission available, and you have the same 3 trim levels in there, like the LDI, VDI and ZDI. But if you're going for the automated manual transmission, there is only automated manual transmission available in LXI and VXI. Now let's look at the design of the Maruti Celerio. Starting off from front, you can see that the Maruti Celerio has a different, very unique style headlamps over here. These are just conventional headlamps, nothing really special about them. You have the projector beam, you have the normal beams, the high beam, the low beam and the parking light, of course. Underneath which is the housing for the fog lamps. This, however, is a VXI version, so you will not get the fog lamps integrated on the bumper. You can install it afterwards if you like. This here is not included in the car. This is an aftermarket crash guard over here. Now coming to the center, you can see you have a newly designed air dam over here on the top, and you have an air dam at the bottom over here and the place for the number plate. You have the big Suzuki logo over here, and you have nice chrome bits over here that make the car feel really nice and bring it up. The design continues to the other side of the car, and you have the nice small hood over here. Now continuing the design from the side, you can see that there's not much on the side over here. It's very simple and sober design, just a few lines going around all the way to the back. The design is somewhat carried over from the A-Star, which the Celerio replaces. Continuing the design, you can see you have the indicators over here. You have the side view mirrors over here that are just that's not body colored. You get the body colored side view mirrors on the ZXI version only, or the ZDI version if you go for the diesel version. Over here at the bottom, you can see these you get the on the VXI you get normal steel wheels. If you go for the ZXI version, you will get the alloy wheels. The sizes on these, the tire size is 165 by 70 R14, whereas if you go for the ZXI version, you will get 160 by 80 R13 tires. Continuing the design over here, you can see just a line going all the way to the back on top, and just another line going all the way to the back to the rear wheel. This, however, is not, this door guard is not included. You get these, again, the door handles are not body colored. They will be body colored on the ZXI version. And just going over to the side, this line goes and ends up and combines to the tail light. Now continuing the design from the back of the car, You can see they have designed this tail light, which is not really, doesn't look really cool or anything. It's just a standard sober styled shape tail light, nothing really special about that. You got the Celerio badging over here, VXI badging over here, Suzuki badging, and you got a tailgate lever over here that is also not body colored but will be body colored on the ZXI version. On the ZXI version you also get a rear defogger and a wiper with a flasher. You have a brake light over here and a normal just a spoiler over here and there's nice huge window at the back to make the car feel more roomy and airy inside. You also get the mud flaps, and here's a portion for the number plate, license plate, and that's it. Now let us go ahead and check out the boot space on this car. So I'm just going to use this lever to open it. After you've unlocked the car, you can just open the boot space anytime just by pulling this lever, or if you just want to unlock the boot when the car is locked, you can use the key and you can open the boot that way. So lifting the boot, tailgate, you can see you have 235 liters of boot space over here, which is slightly larger than that of the Alto K10. You can fit a lot of stuff. It's a generous boot, and the owner is actually really fond of music, so he has a nice music setup installed over here with a subwoofer and 4 speakers. So you can see how the subwoofer has been nicely accommodated in the boot. I just have a small bag that I want to fit inside, and I'll just show you. You can see this is just a small sized bag like this, and it fits nicely and generously inside the boot. And you still have space for some more bags over here and some space on the side, and if you get this woofer out, you will have more space over here. So it's a very generous boot. And just underneath the floorboard you have a spare tire, of course, with the jack and the repair kit, which is nothing special. And because of the woofer in there, I cannot show you the spare wheel. And that's about it. Now let us look at what's under the hood. Now under the hood is a 3-cylinder inline petrol 998cc motor that can generate about 67 bhp at 6000 rpm and 90 newton meters of torque at 3000 rpm. That can get the Celerio from 0 to 100 in about 14.5 seconds. Fuel economy figures on this car is about 23.1 kilometers per liter as an average overall fuel economy. It can vary depending on your driving conditions as well. This is a 4 valves per cylinder engine, and the engine overall is good. It's really silent, and performance is good. We'll be talking about the engine in a drive. Now let us take a look at the interiors of this car. But before we do that, I'd just like to show you the key fob over here. This is the key fob. You have the lock, unlock and panic button over here. Really standard key fob, nothing really special about it, and the build quality is satisfactory for this level of a car. And you have the key over here, which is used for starting the car and opening the trunk as well. Let's go inside and check out the interiors. Now starting off on the driver's seat, since this is a VXI version, there are going to be a few features that are going to be absent on this car. That means some of the features that are absent are the electronically foldable and electronically adjustable side view mirrors over here, and you don't have, I think the ZXI version also comes with push button start, but however you do get power windows on this version, all 4 power windows, with the driver's seat being automatic automatic up and down. And then you got the button for the lock and unlock, and you got the rear window lock button over here. This is the portion where the ZXI has the side view mirror adjustment over here. You got a pocket over here for storing anything like a small mobile phone or your cigarettes or something like that. You have the adjustment for the headlamps, and If you go for the ZXi version, you'll also have a button for the fog lamps over here, and you have a panic button over here for the alarm system to activate it or deactivate it. Over here you have the side indicator over here. You have the AC vent and a nice dual tone finish over here. Now, continuing design in the interiors, you can see you have the steering wheel over here, standard Suzuki style steering wheel. That's pretty much similar to what you get from on the Swift and the other models on the Suzuki range. Since this is the VXI version, you do not have the steering mounted controls over here for the audio system, and you also do not have an integrated audio system over here. This is a third party audio system that the owner has fitted. You can fit a 2-in audio system over here easily. Over here in the center you have the speedometer that is again a little bit different from the one you get on the ZXi version. The difference is that the ZXi version gets some more information over here on the right side for the alarm system and stuff like that. However, this version does not have that. You have the analog speedometer over here and the other analog button controls over there. Underneath you have the information about the fuel gauge. You have information for of the clock. You have trip meters over there, and you have the average fuel economy that the car is giving, and you have the range to empty as well. So there's a lot of information that's provided over here, which is a really good point of this car at this price point. Again, you have the dual tone interior over here, beige and black, and nice silver accents over here that make the car feel really nice and beautiful. Manual controls over here. You do not get automatic climate control on any version of the Celerio. You have a 12-volt power outlet over here. On the ZXi version, you also get USB and aux inputs. The gear shift lever over here is just a standard gear shift lever. It's mounted like the one on the Honda CR-V or some other cars from the Honda range. It's at a nice position, and it's easy to reach, and the gear feels nice and it's light. Now continuing further, you can see you have 2 storage spaces over here for the bottles, and you have the handbrake, and you have another slot over here for another cup holder for the central passengers at the back. You also have a glove box over here for storing a lot of stuff. You can see a lot of stuff has been stored in there, can accommodate pretty much a lot of stuff over there. And you got a door pocket over here that I forgot to mention. You got the door pockets on the driver and the passenger side. This car in the ZXi version, you will also come with the integrated audio system and 4 speakers on all 4 doors. Over here on the top you have the light, standard light common to many Suzuki models, and you have the rear view mirror, the sun blinds on both passenger and driver side. The passenger side gets a mirror, and 3 O-blank handles all around the car. Okay, now let's go ahead and look at the rear seat comfort, legroom and headroom. Now, coming in the back seat, you can see you got sufficient space of legroom over here. This seat is adjusted according to my height when I was sitting in the driver's position. So you can see there's quite some amount of space over here. This seat, however, is a little bit is brought a little bit behind compared to that seat. So I still have comfortable amount of legroom over here, so I can sit comfortably. Though if you want more legroom than this, then you should look for the Alto K10. The seat is comfortable. However, these leather kind of fabric does not come as stock. You just have normal fabric seats as stock. You have power windows at the back windows as well, and the door handle, and just one door pocket and a bottle holder, as you can see on that door. Coming back to the seats, the comfort of the seat is good. You do not have height adjustable headrest over here for the front, as well as for the rear also. You do not have height adjustable headrest, but these headrests are comfortable, and an average size person can be really comfortable in this sitting position. Headroom is adequate, though I think it might be a little bit bad for taller people, people above 6'4" or something like that. But still, it's a good. There's quite some amount of headroom over here. Lumbar support is good, and the seat cushioning is also adequate. Shoulder room is great, and the cabin feels nice and airy thanks to these huge windows over here. You have O-blank handles over here on the both sides of the passenger, and 3 people can sit over here, but long journeys with 3 people will not be comfortable. 3 big people cannot be accommodated in this back seat. 3 small people, small size, average size people can obviously be accommodated. Again, you have a bottle holder over here in the center that you can fit a bottle over here. You can close it, that's a good thing. And that's about it for the rear seat. Okay guys, now we're gonna start the car, and we're gonna drive it, and we're gonna talk about the performance and the ride and the handling of this car. Let's get started. So we're gonna drive this, and the clutch, I don't know why, but it feels a little bit short, and I'm unable to get used to this clutch. So overall light clutch, and it's easy to push. You don't have to strain your leg too much, but I don't know, the setting is a little bit weird. So let's just stop here and have a look. The car is going. Okay, there's a car coming. So the steering wheel is a little bit heavy. It's a good power steering. We're just going to go a little bit fast. We'll talk about it in just a moment. Power is good. I'm pulling the car on a hilltop over here, and second gear now in the car is pulling pretty good thanks to the 1000cc engine behind the hood. The car is pulling really good. I'm able to pull all the way up to this hilltop, and we're just going to speed things up. Power is good. Let me just slow it down and show you the power pickup. So we're gonna go on first gear. Engine sound is decent. Insulation is not that great inside. However, the engine is silent at idle speeds, and there's good amount of power behind the engine. So while it's on full load, you won't have any trouble accommodating passengers and driving. And the highways, the car is also good on the highways and feels good overall. So we're just going to take a U-turn from here. And gearbox is good, it's light, though it feels a little bit notchy, and you get that notchy sound when you shift into the gears, which can be a little bit annoying for some people. Visibility is good from the windows. You've got nice open big windows over here that offer good visibility. The car feels good, power is good. And second gear, third gear, fourth gear. We're going down the hilltop, going really fast. Now we're gonna brake. Braking is decent, not the best braking that I've seen, though it's good stopping power. It's decent stopping power, nothing to be really praised of. As you can see, a little bit squishy feel from the brakes. And what else? The suspension is good. I did like the suspension feel of this car. Feels good. Suspension is comfortable, and I'm sure it will really be nice on the highways where the roads are smooth, and overall right now on the bumps the car feels good. You do not feel much of the bumps inside the cabin. They have a good suspension setup over here. Stiff suspension, which helps absorb the bumps really well. Now obviously it's not going to be like a Polo or something where it soaks all the bumps, but it's doing good job overall. You cannot feel the suspension, because in some of the other cars of this range, when you go over the bumps, you can hear the suspension creaks and stuff. So that kind of sound is not apparent in the cabin. Feels good, and it's a really enjoyable place to be. The only thing is the steering wheel feels a little bit heavy. Okay guys, now that we are done with everything, I would like to go ahead with my verdict. Now in terms of the verdict, Maruti has done a good job with the Celerio, and I'm sure most people will really be satisfied with this car. And as the sales figures right now, the Celerio is doing really good in the Indian market. No wonder Maruti have done a good job. Though I did feel that the Maruti could have made the styling a little bit better. They could have made it a little bit more sporty from the back side, and the side of the car could have been better. The front is good. I don't have much complaints on the front, though the back side seems a little bit boring and plain, and the side also seems a little bit boring and plain. They could have made it a little bit more sporty to suit the younger audience, but still the design is good and sober. Coming to the engine is nice and peppy. The 3-cylinder motor has enough power to get you going. Even on full load, the car will really be it's good even at full loads, thanks to the 1000cc motor. The gear shifts are good. The clutch, however, did feel a little bit weird. I don't know why, but it did feel a bit weird, short. I can say the clutch was a little bit short, and the gear shifts are good. It's light, but they feel a little bit notchy. Some features could have been added to make this car feel a bit more premium. Like a touchscreen system could have been optional, and a few bit more safety features would have done wonders. You get one airbag on the ZXi version, though I feel for a small car like this, 2 airbags should have been standard. The seats are comfortable, and overall for this price point, Maruti is offering a good package. The rear seat comfort is also good, though height adjustable headrests would have helped taller passengers for getting a better seating position. The trunk space is good, and you can accommodate lots of stuff in it for your long drives. Now also something that I would like to mention here are the competitors of the Celerio in this market are the Hyundai i20, the Chevrolet Beat, the Honda Brio, and a few other cars that I will mention in the video. These cars are priced at the same price point, and if we ever get a chance to review them, we'll probably put a review of that too on our channel, so stay tuned. Now a few more things that I'm going to mention is the mileage. Fuel economy on this car is about 23.1 kilometers per liter. Overall fuel economy, that's the overall fuel economy, can vary depending on your driving style. The price point on this car on road Hyderabad is about around 5,04,000 Indian rupees. I think this is a good price point, and will appeal to most buyers who are looking forward to buy a car in this price range. And that's about it guys for the review today. My name is Salman Irshad from Technology, and hope you enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy this video, do hit the subscribe button and do hit that like button under the video. It will really help us out. If you have any questions or comments regarding this video, do leave them in the comment section below. We'll be more than happy to respond to your comments. Again guys, thanks for watching this video. This is your host Salman from Technology, signing out.